This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so before let's start demo, let me introduce myself. I have around 14 years of experience. Okay, I started my career with Abap, then I moved to SAP UI5, Fiori, Abap ODATA, Fiori Elements. I worked on various S4 Hana implementation projects. Then I also working on the BTP on various services like IoT services, mobility services, PDMS services, CPI, SAP Build Work Zone. Okay, there are a lot of services, okay, conversation AI. There are a lot of services in the BTP I worked. I'm working, okay, a lot of innovation developments which I have done. Okay, so currently also working. So that is my experience. Okay, coming to the training from past 8 years, more than 8 years, I'm giving training. Okay, I'm started training on SAP UI5, Fiori, then RAP, BTP, Node.js, JavaScript, CAPM, okay, Fiori elements, S4 HANA, BAP CDS use, SAP Fiori. Okay, there are a lot of topics which I'm giving currently giving training. Okay, so that is related to the my training experience. So now coming to the today's demo. Okay, agenda. So what are the topics today which I'll be covering? So SAP evolutions from the starting date to till date, what evolutions has come in SAP? Okay, related to the technology. Okay, that related to the interface and integrations we will be discussing. Okay, ABAP on cloud. Yes, everyone nowadays everything is ABAP on cloud. Okay, people are discussing. So what is it that we will discuss? Of course, the other one is very important, that is called BTP. Okay, why we everyone are moving to BTP and why everyone are using the services in BTP? What is the advantage? We will be discussing. RAP, yes, the advance of the ABAP. Okay, that is nothing but ABAP Restfull application programming model. What is RAP? We are going to discuss. And then S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. What are those? Because in S4 there is a lot of new things are coming in S4. Okay, that is called in-app and side-by-side extensions. What are those we are going to discuss? Evolution of ABAP. Right? So what are the evolutions of come in ABAP? Then SAP Fiori, one demo on RAP. Right? So these are the topics which I will be discussing today. Okay. Next, SAP evolutions. Okay. So everyone, this whatever the flowchart which I'm going to show, I'm showing here is not like a sequence. Okay, which is come first, which has come second. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking what are the interfaces, integrations, or the technologies which has come from the starting date to till date. Okay, so the picture which I'm showing does not have any priority index for using these techniques. It is just a representation I'm showing of different techniques which are there, has been introduced from the starting date to till date in SAP. Okay, so now everyone knows that the journey for the SAP has begun with what? Classical programming model. Yes or no? Right? That is how the SAP has started with the journey with the classical programming model. Right? Now afterwards, the time passed, the business trends started changing, and the market is begin to evolve with cloud and mobile applications. I said everything is cloud and mobile applications only, right? Okay, okay. So everything people are talking with cloud, cloud, cloud. Okay, then the best recognized practice for the program is called ABAP programming model on Fiori, SAP Fiori. Okay, so before RAP has come, there is one core technology called in ABAP only, ABAP programming model for SAP Fiori. Okay, and afterwards SAP still continue to grow further. Programming model called RAP has come into picture. ABAP RESTful application programming model is the latest one, latest technology in ABAP. Okay, so now the latest technology in the ABAP world is RAP. Okay, so from SAP traveler point of view, okay, we already know many tools has arrived, several techniques were developed, new concepts emerged in the context of interfaces, infrastructures, and integrations in SAP. Yes, from the starting point to till date. Okay, there are a lot of many tools has come like GUI, afterwards WebDin Pro, afterwards SAP UI Fiori. These all evolutions. right? Okay, so several techniques were developed, new concepts have been emerged, okay, in the context of the interfaces, infrastructures, and integrations in SAP. Is it right? A lot of things has come in SAP. Correct, right? So the first one, which SAP, I would not say first one, I would say the file exchange. Okay, so interface has of the based on the file exchange is one of the oldest technique to provide the data to the third party system from SAP. Yes, absolutely, we know still today also we are transferring the data from our AL11 folder to the third party system. Yes or no? Using the file exchange. So without any complex coding and configurations, using FTP and SFTP, the file can be transferred from SAP to any third party system. Yes or no? Right? So using the SFTP and FTP, we are able to transfer the file from the ERP system to the third party system. Okay. Afterwards, with the arrival of the PI process integrations, the extracted file from the SAP is sent first to the PI. Okay, where mappings, conversations, encryptions, everything has been done. Okay, then we are sending the data to the third party. Yes or no? Okay, the file can be in desired format like JSON, XML, etc. Right? So this is what which we are doing it. Yes or no? That is called the FTP and SFTP. Okay, and having the middleware. Okay, the biggest advantage of introducing the NetWeaver PI. Okay, because PA is a middleware for a data transfer in which format the client wants. Okay, it will fulfill the requirement which client wants, and if you can do mappings and you can do conversations, you can do encryptions, then you can send the data to the third party system. Okay, the format which client is asking is not possible in the ERP system, so that is the reason we are using PI and we are converting the desired format, then we are sending to the business partner. Is it clear? So this is called the file transfer. Till today also most of the everyone are using this FTP and SFTP. Right? Next has come is called RFC. Okay, so another approach in our SAP world is the RFC, right? Okay, so RFC is nothing but remote functional call interface, is used to set up a communication between SAP and non-SAP and also between SAP systems. Okay, it runs on the concept of client and server. What is it? It runs on the concept of the client and server. Okay, so the client, for example, let us assume that like there is a Java technology, okay, and they want to get the data. So we will create a one RFC function model in the in Java code. They are installing some plugins for the RFC plugins, and they will be calling this RFC function model, right? The client, you see, the client seeks for a function to perform and makes a call to RFC server. Okay, the function is executed at the remote system on the server side and it can be synchronous. So it is calling our function model, it is getting the data. Okay, so under the RFC context, SAP has come up with BAPI. Okay, and of course that is a nothing but a RFC function modules, and other technologies can install the RFC plugin or some installation component, and they will be able to call their function modules. Right, so this is one, okay, where we are able to connect between two SAP systems. So a RFC connection is created in SM59, right? So this is what which we can connect to from SAP to SAP as well as SAP to external system, right? So this is the another technique which we are using today also. A lot of the clients are still using this technique. Next is the IDOC. Yes, IDOC, everyone knows about IDOC. Okay, intermediate document is another, okay, old and proven technique to communicate between SAP to SAP or SAP to non-SAP systems. Okay, IDOC interface provides a file format for exchanging the data between systems. Yes, absolutely. We can exchange the data between systems. The format of the data consists of structures, fields, positions, length, segments, data segments, status of the record, header, everything, right? So we are able to transfer the data using the IDOC, right? So using the IDOC, we are able to transfer the data, right? So if you want to transfer the data from SAP to SAP, okay, okay, we can also transfer the data between SAP to non-SAP using the concept of EDI. Okay, so with the help of the introduction of the middleware in PI, it has become more easy and flexible to handle the communication between the in-house SAP system and the customer suppliers outside the company. Okay, so non-SAP systems, okay, are very much capable of sending messages on SOAP protocol to middleware. See, non-SAP systems is, okay, there are non-SAP systems, they are sending the data first to PI, okay, a middleware PI, which converts or which converts a format into IDOC file and sends to the SAP. And SAP sends the IDOC file back to the PI, and PI returns the response in the IDOC file. Means everyone, I think most of the people knows about how the IDOC works. Okay, so what is the middleware? Okay, so if you go back to our, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the S4 HANA or whatever the system, and this is the PI, and this is your third party system. S4 HANA or ECC, and this is a third party non-SAP system. Okay, so now they want to send the data to S4 HANA or ECC system. What they'll do first, they will be sending this data to the PI system. Okay, so non-SAP systems are capable of sending messages on the SOAP protocol to the middleware. Okay, using the SOAP protocol, okay, they are able to send the to the middleware, and then this middleware, what will do, PI, which converts into IDOC file, okay, and sends to the SAP. Okay, and then SAP sends the back the IDOC file again to a PI, and PI returns the response in IDOC file. Okay, the sending message by SAP is termed as outbound IDOCs, and receiving is known as inbound IDOCs. So this is to till date also, a lot of the clients are using this. Okay, and recently, okay, so you can convert, okay, this IDOC files, and you can do the inbound and outbound IDOCs also. You can be done. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so this is the technique where we are still using this technique. Okay, and next SOAP, everyone knows this called web services. Okay, with the SAP version 7.0 and NetWeaver, SAP introduced a new technology called web services for communicating and exchanging the data between SAP and SAP as well as SAP non-SAP systems. Means you can transfer the data using SOAP protocol, okay, from SAP to SAP as well as SAP to non-SAP systems. Okay, so one can say that SOAP is a messaging protocol that is supported by version 7.40 onwards and with NetWeaver. So it is an internet-based technology. Okay, it follows the HTTP protocol. Okay, and it guide means it follows the client and server architecture. Okay, the exchange of the communication between SAP and non-SAP, it will be via XML only. Okay, the SOAP interface can support any middleware preferred PI. Okay, the data transfer is possible on real-time basis. right? So then we are going to do this in the SOAM manager P code, where we will authenticate, check, and there are several options. Okay, where we configure the SOAM manager, the payloads can be retrieved from the URLs. So all will configured in the SOAP managers. Is it clear, guys? Any questions related to the SOAP? Anyone have any questions about file exchange, RFC, iDocs, then SOAP? No. Now we are moving to S4 HANA. Yes, there is a big revolution has come in S4 HANA. Okay, so it is a fourth version of the ERP business suite provided by SAP, which is based on the HANA in-memory database. Yes, it is an evolution in the technology and the concepts in SAP after it got released in 2015. Okay, and also over the period, it has proven that no matter how complex are the business requirements or how large the data is, S4HANA is capable to deal with every problem. Okay, it is available in the cloud as well as on premises. Right? S4HANA follows the guidelines of the code to data paradigm or the mechanism of code push down, which means complicated data computations can happen in the database layer instead of the application layer. So generally, what is the architecture of our SAP system? Three-tier architecture, right? Okay, presentation server, application server, and database. This is presentation server, application server, and database server. Okay, this is the old approach, like in ECC system. So what we do, any T code which we are trying to open, we execute in the application server and it will go open in the presentation server. But when you go and write the code like SC38, okay, and we are writing the select query statements, all the query statements, okay, it is running on the application server, not on the database. So that is three-tier architecture because we don't want to put on the performance load on the database. Okay, so we are doing the communication. Okay, we are doing everything, running it in the application server. Yes or no? That is what which we are doing, right? Right. But coming to the S4 HANA. Okay. Yes. Still, we have a presentation server. Okay. We have application server and we have a database server. Same. But what is the change? Presentation server. Okay, now we have a database called S4 HANA database, that is HANA database. Okay, then we have in, okay, whatever the CDS views has come into the picture. Okay, the CDS views when we execute, okay, the CDS views are running on the database. Means physically they're stored in the application server, but when they're running it, okay, they're running on the top of the database, not on the application server. So the performance will be very good. Okay, so if you do the simple calculations, means like for example you have some small SQL functions, okay, some mathematical functions, okay, some statements, case statements, okay, if you do it CDS view level, okay, instead of doing the writing the Abap code in application server, okay, the performance, because we are running on the top of the database, the performance will be very good. So this is called the code push down approach, where, okay, no, okay, where most of the your calculations, simple calculations or data computations, if it happens on the top of the database layer, then the performance will be good, very good. So this is called the code push down approach. Is it clear? So several techniques has come in S4 HANA. One is called the CDS, another one is called the CDS table functions, AMDP open item analytics. Okay, so there is a paradigm shift. Okay, where you do most of the computations at the top of the database instead of the application server. Okay, so this is called the code push down approach. Any questions, guys? Any questions? No questions. Okay, all are able to hear me, right? No questions. You guys are able to understand or
Yes,
confusing?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, guys?
Yes, Bobby, we are able to hear, and yeah, the
It's
concept is
clear.
pretty fine.
Okay, thanks. Now let's come back to the next one. It's called the OData. Yes. So please mute. Please mute yourself. Yeah, thanks. Okay, OData. OData stands for the Open Data Protocol. Okay, it is the very powerful. Okay, and it is the future programming model and RESTful programming model in the context of OData is going to play an imperative role in our developments because OData proves the best practices for building and consuming RESTful APIs. Okay, so coming to the concept of the OData, OData is open that it can be consumed by any applications, programming, software or devices. Okay, now see, let us assume that I exposed my data in the OData format. So any, for example, Java, okay, they don't need to install any plugins or patches. They can just directly call the OData and get the data. Okay, whereas if you look at previously I was talking about RFC function modules, but the third Java has to install certain plugins, okay, to call the RFC. So but when you expose your data as OData, every technology has not required to install anything. They can just blindly get the data. No middleware is required. Nothing is required. Is it clear? So that is the reason OData is the best practice, best proven. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yeah, clear,
Yes.
Bobby.
Yes, Bobby, clear.
Okay, so that is the reason OData is very popular in the market. Okay, next is the CDS. Okay, so CDS stands for the core data services, which means in the application layer, CDS is defined to extract the data from the DB layer to present in the application. So of course its function is very similar to SQL statements, but the data provided is semantically rich because it has even the readable annotations also. Okay, you can apply joins, compositions, associations, and using those you can extract the data from the database. Means it's getting the features of the SQL and get the data, right? So and also it is running on the top of the database. Okay, so we are using that Eclipse or ADT to develop the CDS views. Right, so CDS is another advantage, or it is a paradigm shift, or where we are going to use most of the clients are converted everything instead of writing the select queries in the application, that is SC38 program, or in the application server, everything we put in the writing over all the select queries in the CDS views, then performance will be better and fantastic because that physically it may store in application but running on the top of the database. Is it clear, guys? And next is called the BOPF. Okay, it is nothing but a business object process framework. So CDS is just fetching the data. BOPF is doing some transactional behavior. Means transaction means like creating it, deleting it, updating it, anything you want to do. Okay, then you can use the BOPF, means which we can perform crude operations without any additional UFI design. Okay, you can do all the crude operations using BOPF without any additional UFI design. So now after introduction of the RAP, BOPF is completely deprecated. Okay, because RAP is taking capable of everything. Is it clear? So RAP stands for the Abap Restful Application Programming Model. Okay, which is the latest and evolution of an Abap. Okay, where you can do the crude operations, we can fetch the data, we can do everything. We can develop okay, everything we can do using RAP, means we can develop an API and we can develop a Fiori app using templates. Right? So any questions related to the now? We'll discuss more about RAP in the down slides.
Yep, Bobby, what will be the prerequisite for RAP?
Nothing. If you know Abap, it's fine.
Only the core ABAP is enough, right? Or else
Yes,
is
core
there
Abap.
any?
No, nothing. Core Abap is enough.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bobby, will you please repeat BOPF? What is the BOPF?
Business Object Process Framework. It is where you can implement the crude operations. For example, you are using one template, okay, and you are trying to Fiori templates, and you are trying to do some create, update, delete, and actions. Means based on you click on it, certain action should happen. So those actions in the Fiori app without any UI5 code, you can do using BOPF in the backend.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So that part deprecated and everything we are doing RAP now. But CDS still there in RAP. Okay,
Yep,
yeah. Any questions?
Bobby, one more question. Yep.
Yeah.
While we have created a, can we create a, and it's just like a casual question, not regarding to RAPM, I guess. If we, can we create an CDS view in the public cloud system without BTP?
You're talking about you will create a CDS view. Yeah, you can add that
No.
instance
Can
in
we?
the Eclipse. Yes,
Yes,
Akshay,
yeah.
that only. You can add that instance in the this SAP public cloud instance in your Eclipse, and you can develop.
And we can utilize the same in RAPM for the application.
But see, by default, RAP is nothing but it is not separate component. It is same. It will be there available in S/4HANA Cloud.
It may be private or public because I came to know it will be a separate licensing for BTP and all those things.
Yeah, BTP
Is
is
it so?
separate and S/4HANA Cloud is separate license.
Okay, done. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Bobby, like at the end of the session, can you please explain like what are the concepts are covering in this particular training?
Yes, absolutely. I'll be explaining.
Yeah,
No
please,
doubt.
please. Thank you.
Yeah. So now we understood that what are the different evolutions has happened. Okay, what are the different techniques has been introduced. Okay, we have come to know. Right now, what is happening evolution of the ABAP? Okay, evolution of the ABAP. What happened? That is which I'm going to discuss. Yes, we know in the classical approach or in older versions, we have ECC system, okay, and we have installed the NetWeaver gateway, and we have Oracle DB. Yes or no? Now, evolution in ABAP, what has come? This is ABAP, right? Okay, we have S4HANA instead of the ECC. We have S4HANA on-premises system, or we have S4HANA cloud or public cloud, a private cloud has come into picture. Okay, and the NetWeaver, okay, all this one means all the innovations are everything now is happening in the ABAP layer, and the database which you have HANA DB. Yes or no? Even when you're in S4 on-premises system or in the S4HANA public or private cloud, your database is HANA, and your developments which you will be doing in ABAP layer only. Yes or no? right? Okay, so now what I'm talking about, right? So this ABAP layer, all the innovations and everything are happening, will be happening in the ABAP layer only. Okay, so what is nothing but it is called wrap. Okay, so SAP BTP offers variety of runtimes like Java, Node.js, Hana, and now it is ABAP. So SAP BTP supports supports necessary runtime. Okay, for example, if you want to write the code in C in Notepad, okay, we cannot run. We require C compiler, right? If you want to run a Java program, we have to install Java runtime, so-called JRE. And similarly, if you want to run a ABAP program, you require ABAP layer which can understand your code, compile your code, check for syntax errors, it executes your code. So that runtime environment is part of your BTP, and this is we call as service as platform as service. Right? So the now ABAP is also part of the BTP where you can use this like like C or C++ or like you have a C language or a Java, okay, where it is providing a runtime environment. Even BTP also is providing a runtime environment of ABAP where you can check for syntax errors, you can execute your code, you can compile your code. So that runtime part is part of BTP. Okay, now you can move from normal ABAP, okay, normal ABAP to the ABAP on cloud where you can build wrap applications, you can build side-by-side extensions, you can build new dimensions of ABAP, uh, you can build transactional Fiori apps, okay, using a wrap. So this is what which is getting replaced with wrap. Abap Restfull application programming model. It's a new vibe in the list of Abap style programming. Building end-to-end custom business applications using the components like CDS views, where we are going to do modeling in the database layer and data fetching and manipulations, behavior definitions, implementations, everything we are going to do in RAP. Okay, where using RAP we can build APIs or we can build UI layers. So all the innovation things, everything will be happening in the RAP. Okay, RAP is available in on premises greater than or equal to 1909 and it is available in the BTP. Any questions? Okay, so no questions, right? Understood, no? What is the future of ABAP?
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
next. Yeah, please
if
tell me.
uh,
Yeah, please tell me.
yeah,
Yeah, what is the question? Or you understood? Hello? Any? Okay, clear,
understood,
right?
Bobby.
Understood. Okay, thanks. Next, okay, evaluation of the ABAP programming model. Okay, so we have, if your system or as an architect, okay, if your SAP system is less than or equal to 7.4, okay, then what you need to do, you have to do classical programming, old approach, bad is user exits, okay, old approach, everything. Now if your ABAP system is little bit greater than or equal to 7.5, then you can do ABAP programming model on Fiori and you will be able to do SCGW, ODATA services, CDS views, and BOPF. Now, if your SAP system is greater than or equal to 1909 S4 HANA system, or you are available in the SAP BTP, okay, or S4 HANA cloud, or public cloud or private cloud, okay, you can use RAP. Where instead of SCGW also will get deprecated slowly. Everything will be doing in business services. Yes, CDS views are there and BOPF will get deprecated. Everything will be doing behavior definition and implementation in the RAP methodology. Okay, so where all your innovation things, everything you can do using RAP. So now it is ABAP which will be there for another 20 years, no doubt. And also it is already available in productivity, and we are ready to use it also now. Okay, so what is the advantage of the RAP? Okay, development will be very efficiency. Okay, and it means it has clear development flows, okay, which can be solve the issues in ABAP scenarios and also in the application coding. Okay, so it has a clear development flow where RAP has. Is it clear? Yeah, any questions? Anyone have any questions? No questions?
Bobby, one
Yeah,
question.
yeah, please
In
tell
the
me.
RAP means in a short in a RAP we are using to create CDS views. That's it, right?
No, 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 no. Wait, I will tell you what we are going to do. It's not just creating CDS views. As I said, along with CDS view, we are creating behavior definitions, behavior implementations, and business services. See, that CDS view, which is an old approach, Abap programming model on Fiori, is there available in RAP also. We are using CDS views only. But SCGW at the rate ODATA will be deprecated, where everything will be business services. CDS based BOPF will get deprecated, and now it is behavior definition implementations.
Okay. So for developing the CDS and this behavior definition implementation, we need OData basic knowledge. So we can go ahead, right?
Which where you're talking about? You're talking about Abap programming model or RAP?
RAP. I'm talking about the RAP.
RAP.
Last point.
Okay, what is your question? Sorry, come again.
Yeah, so for the this basic means we have a knowledge on core ABAP, right? But
Hmm.
we need some extra knowledge in the OData so we can develop the CDS and this behavior definition implementation, right?
See, I'll tell you, RAP is nothing but it's ABAP only, but it is bringing you the. I'll tell you. Just wait. I got your question. Just wait. Okay. Next slides are there.
Mhm.
Clearly, I'll explain to you what is RAP.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from that, anything? Any questions
No,
related to the evolution
no,
of the ABAP? No, right? Okay.
no,
So
no.
now, what RAP is nothing but it is consist of best concepts, best tools, best frameworks, best languages, best practices, which will make for the development in the efficient way where we can develop applications. It is not something out of the above. It is above only, but it is bringing you the best concept, best frameworks where you can develop your applications in the efficient way. That is called RAP. There's nothing you will going to learn some new technology. No, ABAP itself, but in ABAP only, it is bringing you the best concept, best tools, the best frameworks, best languages, best practices where you can develop the applications in an efficient way. That is called RAP. So what it consists of, where you can develop using the app, okay, SAP Fiori UI services and web APIs you can develop using RAP. That's all. These two. Okay, where you can use this RAP in greenfield developments as well as brownfield developments, and it is available in on-premises as well as in the cloud. Is it clear? Now clear. It is not some other, right? It is ABAP, but it is bringing you the new framework, new concepts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Bobby.
So now what? Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, as I'm from Fiori background and I don't have much idea on ABAP, so how good it is for me to go for the ABAP? I mean, it will be
Yeah,
too
yeah,
tough,
got it,
like.
got it. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I'll make it. I have, see, as an experience, what I have done, right? Uh, I have created a ABAP recording videos, okay, where I'm not covering everything in ABAP. I'm covering basic ABAP, little bit advanced ABAP, and oops ABAP. Okay, if you learn those things, means around 18 to 20 videos are there. If you learn those, which I'm providing a free to everyone who has subscribed to this training, okay, and you can go through them, then you can pick it up RAP.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Any more questions? So ABAP is another ocean. So the base for RAP, it's required only core ABAP knowledge or little bit at OOPS ABAP knowledge is required. That's all. More questions?
Oops Abap is required, Bobby.
Yes, absolutely. It's not that much depth, but we should know what is method, what is class. We should know. Not like we're not going in depth in Oops Abap, but basically we should know what is class and method. That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Hi, Bobby.
Yeah.
Now wrap in SHGW is not using anymore.
No. Wrap will never use SCGW. Wrap is completely in Eclipse. SCGW will get
Okay.
deprecated slowly.
Now completely. Okay. OData services are completely created in
Developed
wrap
using
only.
wrap. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Bobby, I don't know the CDS, like Hana. I don't.
CDS is part of my training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only core Abap. Okay.
Only
Okay.
core ABAP, if you know, that is enough. If you're
Okay.
working in easy system also, no problem. I'm the one who's going to teach you everything related to S4 HANA.
Okay.
And BTP.
Will you cover
Both.
this basic of CDS, Bobby?
Yes, we'll go in depth in CDS views. The base for RAP is CDS views. I'll be covering CDS views, S4 HANA in-app and side-by-side extensions. I'll be covering BTP. I'll be covering RAP on BTP on premises. I'll be covering SAP Fiori, side-by-side extensions, in-app extensions, everything I'll be covering in this training. I'll explain what I'm covering.
Yeah,
Okay.
means Bobby, actually we never work on the CDS, means the starting from the creation of the first
Yes,
CDS.
yes, ma'am. I'm going to cover starting from the basic who doesn't know what is CDS word also.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Let's come back to our wrap. This one. We'll discuss what I'm going to cover. I'm going to explain to you detail at last. Okay. So database table. We have a database table. Okay. So this is the completely related to the wrap methodology. As I said, it is bringing you the best framework. No, this is the framework which I'm talking about. So you have a data in the database table. So I'm developing a CDS to fetch the data from the database table. On the top of the CDS view, I'm creating a root view. Okay, root view, which is we'll be writing in the data definition language. On the top of this one, I'm in the CDS view, I want to restrict the data to particular users or everything. So we are going to use the data access control. Okay, on the top of this, I want to develop some Fiori apps adding annotations to it. Means like UI annotations means of selection fields, table fields, columns, okay, labels, everything. If I want, I'll be putting everything into the metadata extensions. And I will be creating a behavior definition, whether you want to create the record, delete the record, update the record, actions, validations, verifications, will be defining in the behavior definition. Then whatever we have defined, obviously we have to write the code, no? So we will be putting everything in the behavior implementation. We will be writing the Abap code. And this is how the core data services, that is wrap modeling in the database layer. Okay. Now, yes, as I said before, any questions to this slide? Anyone have any questions to this slide?
Fine, sir. Fine.
Fine. Okay. So next is called Abap programming model on Fiori. Yes. This is old approach before RAP has come, where we are creating a table, we are creating a interface CDS view that reads from the table, we are creating a consumption CDS view that reads from the interface view, we are creating a metadata extension files, and we are doing OData.publish, and that will come into the /a develop maintain service, and we're registering this service. This is old approach. But what is new approach? That is called RAP. Yes, in RAP methodology, we create a table, we create an interface CDS view that reads from this table, we create a consumption CDS view that reads from the table, we are writing metadata extension file, okay, for UI annotations. Afterwards, we're making define. Now this green color is nothing but wrap has come. Additional features we have to do, we have to create entities, we have to define behavior definitions, we have to implement it, we have to define behavior projections, we have to define service definitions and service binding. You are telling in the old approach we have features, and you are telling in the latest approach RAP we have additional features. What is advantage? You are bringing additional features. That is additional headache, right? But what is advantage of that? Why we required all extra steps? Let's say we developed an OData service, V2 service with UI annotations. Now your manager or your client says, no, no, no. Okay, I want an additional OData V2 service without the Fiori element app. Means I want to have an API. So in the older approach, you have to go and develop from the scratch. Whereas with the new approach, you won't do anything development from the scratch. You will go to the service definition, service binding, and you will be creating with another OData without Fiori element app. That's it. Now you same one development OData V2 service with your annotations. Now your client wants, no, 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 I don't want V2 more, I want V4. Again, you won't go from the scratch. You will do a service binding based on service definition with V4 service. That's all. Okay, now your manager wants an additional OData V2 service without delete functionality. Means your Fiori app should not have delete function. You don't require to go back. You will be using same OData and you will create a new service binding with OData V2 without delete functionality. Means, okay, you are not going from the scratch again development. You are doing at the last but one step and you are able to achieve everything. So that is the reason we required additional steps. Even though we have additional steps we are doing, but we are getting lot of advantages. Is it clear?
What I mean by that V2 service and V4 service?
So OData versions like we have S4 HANA 1809, we have S4 HANA 1909, 2020. OData also has the versions. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions? Okay. So now we are going to develop, okay, one application in BTP. Okay, one wrap application in BTP. Okay, we will create one table, okay, in BTP, and we will develop a CDSU and fetch the data from the database table. Okay, and we will define the behavior definition, but I'm not going to show anything related to the behavior implementation in the demo. Okay, then we'll create a service definition, then service binding, and we'll consume it. We'll develop a Fiori app. That is what which we are going to do. Any questions, guys, related to the wrap application development in BTP? No questions. Okay.
Bobby, like we'll come to know all types of annotations.
Means all type of annotations.
What are the different types of annotations are used in rap? And I want the basic questions
The
to crack my
annotations will be
interview.
same. Okay, I will be providing detailed documentation of the annotations.
Okay.
Okay, and also we'll be using end-to-end lot of annotations in our training.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm
Okay.
see in this
And
training I'm providing the interview question and answers of the all the technologies which we are going to touch, study materials, resume template I'll be providing. Okay, and also
any
programs
recording
what.
videos? Recording
Yes,
videos.
absolutely. Once the class is
Okay.
over, I'll be uploading the recording video where you will be having view access for 1 year. Okay,
Sure.
let's not change the topic. Let me go to the flow. I will explain everything what at last. Is it okay? We're just changing. Let's come back to our what. Okay. So now what I want to show. Okay. So now if you look at here, just this is the BTP. I don't want to get into the detail level in the demo about what is BTP and what are this all. Anyway, it's a part of my training. Okay, so in the BTP, there is one service called Abap service. So using that service, okay, I have added that instance. Okay, I'll show you where I'll go to the account explorer, sub account, services, service marketplace. Abap, you see this one, this instance I have added into here. Okay, now means this is the Abap instance in which is there in the BTP. I have added this instance in my Eclipse and I'm able to do the developments. Any questions? Now we will be developing a wrap application in the BTP. Is it clear? Any questions? Anyone have any questions until now? Now we'll start developing the application.
Sir, for the developing the RAP, we need Eclipse and we need a
Correct.
SAP background also, right? We can download Eclipse through the normal Google option, but we need a SAP. So how can we means the connection between the Eclipse and SAP? Because our client version means we can't use for this trial, right?
See, we are going to use S4 HANA 2020 system. We have to take server access for this training.
Yeah. So you have any idea how can we get miss?
That is my job to provide you the server access. There is an external
Okay.
vendor is there who is providing the server access.
Okay. Okay. Then fine. We can go ahead.
Yeah. Any more questions? No. Okay. So let's come back. So this is the demo. Okay. I'm just going to copy paste it. In my training, I'll be writing the code one by one. Okay. Now this is the package. I'm just right clicking on the package and I'm giving new other repository. I'm creating data. I'm creating table, database table. Okay. Database table. I'm creating it. So see, there will be no GUI, right? In BTP, there is no GUI at all. Everything you have to do here only. There is no S11 concept. Okay. Table. Okay. I'm creating a table. Is it clear? So I'm just creating some sales table like this. Click next. Assign a transport request number, or you can create new transport request number and finish button. Yeah. So of course we already know what is data maintenance, delivery classes, all which I don't want to discuss in the demo. So I'm just adding the fields. And activate it. Okay, I have created a database table. Now I'll create a CDS view. Okay, then I will fetch the data from the database table. Right. So now right click on the package, new, other ABAP repository, core data services, data definitions, click next. Okay, so generally we will follow certain naming conventions. Okay, ZI underscore, it is SD underscore sales. Fetch sales data. Okay, click next. Assign a transport request, click next. Okay, then we're creating the root view entity and finish button. Okay, I have to open again. 1 second. Just a second. Yeah. Anyone have any questions until now? Any questions? So now what we are going to do, we are developing now the CDS view to fetch the data from the database table. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have any questions until now? Please.
So Bobby, while we are working in Eclipse, so we are connected to on-premise system or like cloud?
We'll connect to on-premises as well as we'll connect to the cloud also. The one which I'm showing is the cloud.
Okay, okay.
We'll do both.
Okay.
So in the cloud, we have a developer tenant and customizing tenant all would be there. So will you be covering all those or how it is with respect to cloud?
Developer tenant. See, we will discuss about the development tenant and we will deploy and we'll show as a tile in the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, we'll use the business application studio and consume this wrap ODATA service and we will deploy to the BTP as well as on premises, both I'll show. Okay, yeah. So now,
I'm
yes,
just
I'm
talking
going
about the
to,
public cloud.
I'm not covering anything related to the public cloud in this training. It is wrap, not public cloud.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay,
Hi, Bobby.
yeah, please tell me.
I am new to the Eclipse and all. We can see detail
Don't worry,
and
I am here to teach you
okay.
everything. Okay, so this is a demo. That is the reason I'm doing fast. Okay, so now what we will do, yeah, we have a selecting from this one, right? From this table, right? Which we have created just now. Okay, I want to write all the fields. Control space bar, insert all the elements. We can do like this, and so all the fields will come from this table. And we will add the UI annotations, okay, to enhance the template of the Fiori templates. Okay, so this is a demo. I'm just copying and pasting it. Okay, so now here what I'm doing, I'm selecting this table. I'm fetching all the fields from this table. Okay, then I'm having the annotations to show in the Fiori app as a column. This column has to show in the Fiori app. That is the reason I'm using line item. And if you want, I want to show this field in the object page. That is the reason I'm using annotation identification. Okay, now I'm going to activate it. So now we have done this part. Okay, now I'm going to create a behavior definition. This is how the wrap will start. Okay, as of now, we have just created a CDS view and we made it that CDS view as a root. Now, what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go to my favorite package. Okay, then this is my package, core data services. This is just now I created data definition, right click and create new behavior definition. Okay, I'm using managed. So managed means the framework will take care of creating the record, deleting the record. Just mute yourself, please. Okay, updating the record will be taken care by framework itself. There's nothing we need to write the code also. Just mute yourself, please. Okay, so now here I'm not following the guidelines of the wrap. I'm just authorizations. I'm not doing. Okay, so now you can see creating the record, deleting the updating the record and deleting the record is taken care by the framework itself. There is nothing I need to do. So now here you see you have a class. Okay, so we create a class and inside the class we will be writing the code, okay, for actions, validations, verifications, everything you want. There should be writing the Abap code, no? So we will be writing in the behavior implementations. But this is the demo. I'm not showing it because we have lack of time. Already we crossed, I think. Yes. Okay, so this is what which I'm going to show. Any questions, guys, until now? Any questions? Okay, so now we created a behavior definitions. We are not going to do behavior implementations. Then I'll create a service definition. So right click on this one and create new service definition for the CDSU. Then click next, send a transport request, then finish button. So now what this CDSU are exposed in the service definition. Whatever the CDSUs which we have to show into the front end or a create API, we have to expose it, right? So that is what I'm exposing it. I'm activating it. Okay, then I'll create a service binding. Now you see. So now just now I was discussing about the advantages of the wrap. No, now I'll show you what is the advantage of the wrap now. Okay, so I have a same service definition. I'm creating a service binding. Okay, now I'm selecting the binding type as V2, OData V2, and I'm clicking next. Okay, behavior definition has syntax errors. 1 second. Oh, I have not activated. I'm sorry. Okay, now let's come back and create a service binding now. I have not activated, that is the reason it is giving an error. Now I'm creating V2 Fiori app, OData V2 Fiori app. Okay, then I'm sending the transport request, I'm clicking on finish. Okay, by default, okay, when you develop wrap applications, by default, list report object page template Fiori app is integrated by default. Okay, so now I'm activating this service binding with OData V2 version. Now I am publishing it. Okay, so now what I did, I have created service binding based on the service definition. Okay, now I'm consuming this in the Fiori app. So now what I will do, right? I can again right click on the service definition, then I will be able to create new service binding using V4 version without going back and writing to any code change, any CDS use, nothing. With the same thing, I'm creating new service binding, okay, with V4 version, right? So that is the advantage of using the wrap methodology. Is it clear, guys? So let it come, okay, and let me move further. Okay, so now, yes, using the wrap methodology, we are able to develop the SAP Fiori applications. That is what which will be coming out from this one. Okay, but what is SAP Fiori? SAP Fiori, it is a technology? No, SAP Fiori, it is not a technology. Then what it is? It is a platform? No, it is not a platform. Then what it is? It is just a user interface. Okay, it is just a guidelines to develop the user interface. Means SAP Fiori, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to develop the user interface. Okay, so what are the guidelines? Okay, whenever you say it is SAP Fiori applications, okay, whenever you say it is SAP Fiori applications, it is not a technology, it is not a platform, it is just a guidelines to the develop the user interface. So what are those guidelines are? It is role based, means until the application is assigned to a user, you will not able to access. So it is responsive. Whenever you say SAP Fiori application, by default it should support mobile. By default it should support tablet. By default it should support desktop. Then only it is called SAP Fiori application. Simple means whenever you develop SAP Fiori applications, you should be focusing on only important fields. Very limited. You should be focusing only on important fields. You should not have very complex app. Okay, that is guidelines of the SAP Fiori. Coherent provides one fluid and seamless experience. See, for example, creating of the sales order, the screen is different when compared to creating the invoice. But whenever you use it, Fiori templates, for creation of all the things, it should be same template, so that the end user will not have any confusion. Then delightful, your Fiori application should be in such a delightful, in such a way that the end user will have emotional connection to work. So if you follow all the guidelines of this, then it is called SAP Fiori application. Yes, this is SAP Fiori application which follows all the guidelines of the SAP Fiori. Now, okay, see, now you have added this table column names, are by default it is displaying because you have added the UI annotations called line item. That is the reason you are able to see this SOID, customer name, okay, and this all. Click on create button. Okay, so let me remove this sales order read only. 1 second. In the behavior definitions, Then refresh this page. Yeah, just mute yourself, please. I think some noise is coming. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm number entering, customer name is Raju, sales or KU10, amount I'm entering, client is, sorry, the currency USD. Okay. I'm just clicking on create button. Okay. So now let's click back button. Click go button. You have the record. Now you go back. This is our table which I have created. Okay. How to run it? Click on this one, run as Abap applications. So you have it. Now you can do edit, you can delete it, you can do everything. Okay. So now the client says, hey, what you are doing V2, let's do with V4. So I right click, simple, new service binding. Okay. I'm using V4, you see, click finish. Finish. I haven't done anything. I went to CDS views, did touch anything code, nothing. Now ODATA, we have V4 version. Okay, activate it. Okay, publish. That's it, done V4. Now client says, hey, I want API, not UI. They again right click and create an API. So this is the advantage of using RAP. Okay, now let's come back. So we discussed about the SAP Fiori. So this is the Fiori application where you can open this application in the desktop, mobile and tablet, which is following the guidelines of the SAP Fiori. So that is the reason it is called SAP Fiori applications. Is it clear, guys? Okay, now S4 HANA extensions. So what is this? Suppose you want to extend the standard Fiori apps, or you want to write the user exits baddies will be completely deprecated, because in the public cloud or private cloud, you want to extend anything. If you want to do baddies, there will be no baddies. There will be no user exits. It is not a GUI screen only will be not there. Then what we will do? Where we'll do? Everything we'll be doing in custom business objects. Everything we'll be doing in custom business logic Fiori app will be there. Where using this and we will be doing the baddies. Okay, and we're using key user tools. Okay, where we will be using the extending the standard Fiori app with these two concepts. Okay, so there is no data dictionary. Then where we will do everything will be doing using the custom CDS views. Everything will be changing. This is called your public code, private code. Using these Fiori apps only you will be developing. There is no baddies, there is no user exits, there is no enhancement points, there is no enhancements at all. Everything, there is no data dictionary also. Okay, everything you will be developing using this S4 HANA extensions. Any questions? Okay, so what is, yeah,
I have
please.
a question.
Yeah, please.
So I'm actually working in the EW module. So we'll have some baddies for a put away strategy we want to change or something like that. So we'll have specific baddies. So how that's going to change now for this? Now you say the business object we need to create, right?
So when you are moving to the
For a
public
specific
cloud
module.
and yes, there is
Yeah.
no specific any module. Everything you need to come to the in the public cloud or private cloud. Everything will be custom business object only, custom business logic
Good.
only.
Okay. You are
There is
covering
no
that, right?
baddie concept.
Okay.
Yes, I'm covering.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be covering custom fields, key users, UI adaptation runtime, custom fields, custom business object, and custom business object. I'm covering this training. Yeah. So what is called side by side extensions? Sorry. Okay, side-by-side extension is not about Fiori extensions or any extensions. Side-by-side case means you are developing your Fiori application in the BTP and you are developing your OData service in on-premises system and you're consuming that Fiori application in the BTP and your OData are sitting in the on-premises system. This is called side-by-side case. Means you are doing the front-end application in the one environment and another application you're doing in the another environment. So this is called the side-by-side extensions. So we'll go and during training, I will explain what is side-by-side extension in depth. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, guys? This is part of the today's demo.
Can you can you brief me again regarding this side-by-side extensions?
Yeah. See, side-by-side extensions is nothing but it is not extending the standard Fiori app. Okay, you are developing your application or the backend in the two different environments. It is called side-by-side extension. It can be any environment. Okay, you are developing. Okay, for example, you are developing your OData service in the backend. You are developing your front-end application in the BTP. It is called side-by-side case. Suppose you have a third-party API and you're consuming that API in your BTP. That is also side-by-side case because you're developing in your app in the your BTP and you're getting this OData or API from the third party, or you are developed a OData or API in your BTP and you're sharing your OData to your third party company which is in other technology, other platform. That is also side-by-side case. Is it clear?
Yes.
Any questions? Okay. So now let's come back. Okay, what I'll be covering in my training. I think that is very important. Like most of the people are asking now. Okay. So 1 second. That is what which I'm going to show now. Yeah, please. 1 second. Let's mute yourself. Okay. See, I'll be quick starting with Abap serious use. Okay, talk about introduction to RAP and evolution for Abap and everything. Then we'll move to serious use. Introduction to Abap serious use, syntax rules, basic expressions, built-in functions, associations, joins, parameters. Okay, rules of associations. Everything I'll be covering in serious from this basic level. Okay. Again, I will be talking about virtual data model concept of Abap serious use. What is basic view? What is composite view? What is consumption view? Abap serious use. Okay. Then we will be developing the list report object page Fiori app. Okay. Analytical list page Fiori app plus overview page Fiori app templates using the wrap methodology. With the help of complete wrap methodology, we'll be developing these Fiori apps. Okay. So then we'll be discussing about the SAP Fiori. What is SAP Fiori, design principles, guidelines, launchpad designer, okay, custom, how to develop custom Fiori app, how to deploy to the BTP or on-premises system, how to display as a tile, creating catalogs, tiles, groups, everything. Then we'll be discussing about then we will be discussing about the extending of the standard Fiori apps. Extending the standard Fiori apps, how we are going to extend it. Then we will move to the how to develop a KPIs. Then we will move to the S4 HANA app and side-by-side extensions, app key users, UI extensibility, flexibility, custom fields logic, custom fields business logic. Okay, how we can extend the standard Fiori app. Okay, everything will be covering. Okay, then we'll be moving in managed use case, unmanaged use case in the wrap methodology. Okay, so unmanaged use managed use case. Okay, how to consume. Okay, side-by-side extensions in the wrap. Okay, so this is the developing list report object page Fiori app using unmanaged. What is SAP BTP? Okay, what is unmanaged, managed use case? Okay, how are the different artifacts involved in the wrap? Okay, developing core data service and projection views. Okay, how unmanaged, what is EML language? What is business object behavior? Everything, crude operations. What is E-tag, lock masters? How to implement disable, enable actions, service definition, service bindings, everything. And we are going to develop upload attachments in wrap. How to consume an external API that is called side-by-side extensions, multi-selection in the list report. Okay, all the things, unmanaged use case, hierarchy, parent and child relationship in wrap. Okay, everything will be covering in depth in wrap, in BTP as well as on premises. Okay, how to implement batches in wrap, everything will be covering. Right? Yeah. Any questions? So every day, once the class is over, I'll be uploading the recording video of that class, and the recording video will be there view access for 1 year. And what are the PPTs which I'm explaining during that training? I'll be uploading that, where you can download the PPTs, where you can download the program. What are the programs which I'm explaining? Those programs I'll be putting, you can download it, and study materials, interview question and answers, where you can download. And recording video will be there view access for 1 year. And every Friday I'll be giving exercises based on the topic which I covered on that week. And during my training, I have kept all the real-time projects which I have worked, which I'm currently working. Those only I put in my training. Okay, yeah. Now you can ask. I'm starting new batch from December 12th onwards. December 12th, I'm starting new batch.
What
Is
is
it
the,
clear?
what is the
What
duration
is the
of the?
duration?
40 hours, 40 to 45 hours, 40 to 45 hours.
What will be the timings, Bobby?
Timings, I'll tell you. I'll discuss about timings. Apart from the timings, anyone have any options? So we have two options. One is online class, another one
Bobby,
is recording video. Yeah. So yeah, please. 1 second.
Bobby,
Is it
like,
okay?
are you provide any other materials?
Yes, I'll provide
Sorry,
study materials
sorry. Go ahead.
on what I'm covering. Yes, absolutely. I'll be providing. I'll be providing interview question and answers. I'll be providing study material. That is part of my training. Along with those who have taken this training, I'm providing free Abap recording videos, Oops Abap recording videos, and also Abap SCGW ODATA recording videos also. Those who have taken this training.
Sorry, Bobby. It was
Yeah,
you said it starts from 13th, right? 12th or 13th?
correct. It's,
Hmm?
1 second, I'll just check. It's 12th.
Okay, thank you.
12th. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, please
I,
tell me.
I have a background of ABAP actually, but not on Fiori. I mean, are you
No
covering
problem.
covering
This
Fiori
Fiori,
basics? Or?
yes,
Hmm.
yes, absolutely. Fiori, we are going to cover in my training. Not required any knowledge on Fiori. I'm going to start from the
Okay.
scratch. Fiori is just a guidelines only.
Okay. What about
Yes,
CAPM?
as if
Is it CAPM?
CAPM is a
CAPM is
different
covered here?
training I'm giving. CAPM is a different training which I'm giving. That
Different
will
training.
be,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that will be in December. Sorry, in January. Just right now,
Okay.
CAPM training is happening.
Okay. So so sorry, one question. What is the prerequisite for CAPM actually? What we should know for CAPM?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to
And last
teach.
question, are you
Yeah.
covering APIs? I know that now IDOCs will be replaced by APIs mostly. So APIs,
RAP is
is
nothing
it
but
like
API
particular?
only. RAP is nothing but API
Okay.
only, no?
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Yeah. So we can
Thank you.
develop RAP, Fiori, and API, both, right? Yeah.
Right.
Any more questions?
Right, sir.
Yeah. Any more? Yeah. Any more questions?
And
I think
Bobby,
someone
like
is
in this
asking.
session, in this
Yeah,
session,
please.
you're covering even how to Prorgamming app also, standard Fiori app.